Juniper Networks is recently acquired by HP, if you know. तो HP ने बाय कर लिया इसको. ओके, इट्स ए पार्ट ऑफ HPE. ओके, अरूबा. HP सुना होगा. HP मेक्स लैपटॉप्स एंड ऑल्सो. ओके, Hewlett Packard something, what we call this. Okay, and after that, from 2020, like I have been dedicatedly training people. Also, we get some projects, not too much, but yes, sometimes we work. But right now, like I'm taking care of three. Like we have three brands. So one is networkings, where all working professional learn from us and they upgrade their salaries. Okay, so most this batch is of networkings. The second thing, we have skills for everyone. So which is for freshers, like who are looking for some advanced, like basic courses related to marketing, web development, data science, all these things we are doing in skills for everyone. Okay, this is for like freshers or college students. Okay, if you heard about 3 months, 6 months training. And the third is we are creating career security. In career security, we are coming with the very top notch technologies. Means it is not like normal networking or normal DevOps. We are delivering DevOps to DevSecOps. Okay, or maybe we are delivering not networking, we are delivering cloud networking or cloud network security programs. Like instead of network engineer, we have network cloud security engineer program. Okay, mostly international students enroll in these programs, and some people from India, like working in Bangalore and all, they are doing these courses with us. Okay, I hope you got to know about me. Okay, and after working for almost 10, 12 years down the line. Okay, because I started in 11, worked till 21, 22 approx. In 2020 I left my full-time job, but right now we are working as a freelancer for a few companies. Okay, in future, not just education, we will be in the technical things also. That is in the plan. Okay, so we want a lot of people. We are building a lot of communities. Okay, and maybe in future, like we can work together. Whosoever is listening, maybe we can start a networking or cyber security company in future. But as of now, our focus is trainings only. That's why I have built almost three brands. Okay, and we have offices in, if you don't know our locations, our main office is in Chandigarh, but we are based in Noida also, Gurgaon also. So we have three locations in India right now: Gurgaon, Noida, and Chandigarh. Okay, I hope now this is a good introduction. So let's talk about OSI model today. So yesterday, what we have discussed so far in OSI model, like we have 7 layers. Okay, in 7 layers, so in 7 layers, we have seen that every layer is responsible for something. So when we talk about application layer, presentation layer, session, transport, network, data link, and physical. Okay, so these are the layers. So when we talk about application layer, all the softwares which help humans to connect with each other, that fall under application. मतलब जो भी सॉफ्टवेयर एक ह्यूमन को दूसरे से कनेक्ट करते हैं, द सॉफ्टवेयर विच हेल्प ह्यूमंस टू कनेक्ट विद द मशीन्स और विद अनदर ह्यूमंस. Okay, so for example, like web browser help you to visit, like watch YouTube. Okay, the web browser can also help you to send emails, live chat softwares like WhatsApp. Okay, your video calls, or even if you are playing online games. Okay, so all these are part of application layer. Any software which has internet connectivity, that comes under application. And even the protocols like HTTP, HTTPS, simple mail transfer protocol, post office protocol, DNS, telnet, SSH, all these protocol all these protocol also work on application layer. Okay, so when we talk about presentation layer, in presentation layer we check the format of data, whether the data is in image format, video format, text format, or audio format. Okay, and this layer is responsible for compression and decompression, and also this layer is responsible for encryption and decryption. So then the data moves to session layer, and this layer responsible for creating and maintaining the sessions. Okay, creating and maintaining the sessions. One second. Where is my CC? Okay, so now in session layer, as I told you that it creates a time frame between client and server, that you have a time like in 15 minutes or maybe in 20 minutes you have to do the banking and all, right? And after that it automatically gets log out. Even that website called IRCTC in India, if you want to book a railway ticket in India, so if you okay, so I've seen that in IRCTC website also. So if you try to book a train, if you do not do anything in 10 minutes, you get log out. I don't know. Maybe that's for some security reason, or maybe they just want to people take decisions quickly. They have a session timeout. Okay, so every nowadays, even the banks, whether it is HDFC, net banking, all these have the session. And now, because this class today is of in-depth details, so let me tell you, say when we do coding, so whether it is, see, when we make website, so normally we create website in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all these. So if you see, JavaScript is very, very important language for coders. And if you see, if I want to write a code that I want website to get automatically log out after 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So even in the JavaScript, even in the coding, so the see, I'm not teaching you coding here. I'm just showing you a script that these type of scripts we add in website that after this much time automatically the session will log out. Okay. So you can see here. So these are kind of different. So like the developers who create websites, they put this session timeout in their website. So automatically then website gets log out after 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay. And this is work of session layer only. Okay. This is the work of session layer that you control the session timeouts. You mention about the timing and all, the timing interval, set interval like this. Okay, so coming back, even like if you go and check google.com, and when you type google.com, so in the you can see when I type google.com, right click and you can see there is a inspect button. Can you see that? Inspect दिख रहा है सभी को? Yes. Or you can go here in the three dots, and I think somewhere here also you can see more tools and then developer tools. Okay. So when I click on developer tools, okay, and if I try to open any website, suppose if I refresh this, okay, so you can see in the network section, lot of things are happening at the back end. Okay, you can see this photo. If I open this, this is a photo what I got from Google. If I try to open directly, this is maybe this N symbol, maybe because I have logged in. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, so whenever you open a website, all this code come from google.com. And if I refresh this, so you get to know that this is the network what we see here. Okay, so every request, so when I type google.com, so you can see this is what is happening at the backside. So let me zoom in. दिख रहा है यहाँ पे that first it is taking like it we are sending some logs, it is sending, so you can see, so whenever you see a 200 status code, you can see 200 status code, it means your website is working fine. But if I try here like Google, instead of I type any random website, but it is not correct google.com, right? And what will happen? The session will time out or something will happen. Means the website will not work because this is not the correct domain. So if I try to open any different website, or even if you type a wrong page, suppose if I say nwkings.com and type Google and this is not a correct page, so it will give you one error that is called 404. And this is our website. You can see this page does not exist. And there you see some 404 errors and that you are not able to open this website. Okay. So because this website is not, so these are called 404 errors and all. So this is all what we are discussing today. It's part of session layer because when you go to website, it creates a session. Okay. So yesterday also in the terminal, I have shown you that if you go and type and write here netstat. Okay. So in the netstat, you see your computer connection. This is your computer IP. And this is a random port which is generated by my computer. Can you see a port number here? Yeah. So this is a port number generated by computer. So now what are they called? They are called, we have three type of ports, well-known ports, registered ports. Let me show you. So हमारे पास तीन तरह के पोर्ट होते हैं guys. We have three network ports or three type of ports. So one port, the first port is called, let me, okay. So let's take day two official OSI model. Okay, so when you see these ports, so you have to remember these ports. Well-known ports जो हैं हमारे, the well-known ports will be from 0 to 1023. Okay, then in registered ports we have 1024 to 49151. Then dynamic ports are 49152 to 65565. So total we have 65,000 ports. And tell me what I see in the netstat. You guys have to tell me that what type of port you see here. So if you see 50707, this port belongs to which port? Well known, registered or dynamic? तो कंप्यूटर आपको कौन सा पोर्ट दिखा रहा है यहाँ पे? कंप्यूटर इज शोइंग यू सम पोर्ट एंड दिस फॉल्स अंडर विच पोर्ट कैटेगरी? डायनेमिक? व्हाट? कौन से दिख रहे हैं आपको? यस, इट इज अ डायनेमिक. सो नाउ रिमेंबर ऑलवेज, कंप्यूटर जनरेट्स पोर्ट नंबर्स and they are called which ports? Dynamic ports. Okay. Cool. So IP plus port number is also like, we call this normally, we can call this a socket also. IP socket. IP plus port number is sometimes called a socket also. Okay. But here you see here, see class is getting recorded. You do not have to, half of your time is focused on writing. तुम पढ़ने आए हो लिखने आए हो यहाँ पे? वीडियो देख के लिख लेना ना. Just write the most important discussions, not everything. Okay. After the class, you can revise, you can then pen down the things. Okay. But if you have a habit, definitely you can write. Okay. So now you see here foreign address. Foreign address means this is my public. I have a connection with this server. These are the all server IPs. All okay. And what do you see here? Establish. And when you see establish here, please check on the first thing what is written over here, TCP4. So TCP protocol. So all these sessions, these all are called sessions. You can see active internet connections. Active internet connections. These are my active internet connections. And what do I see here? All are TCP packets. All are TCP packets. And rest you can see there are some UDP also. And if I pick this, 99% I'm sure this IP belongs to Zoom meeting. Because right now what in my laptop I am using a Zoom software to teach you guys, right? And this, if I go to what is my IP, Okay, and if I try go to IP address lookup, if I enter this IP, so you can see Zoom video communications and cities Hyderabad. It means Zoom also have Indian server now, and this is the AS number what we will be discussing in the BGP when you start learning CCNP and all. So AS number is basically every company has a, you can see Oracle. So Zoom is using Oracle server. Can you see that Oracle? दिख रहा है यहाँ पे? So when I click on this AS number, this belongs to Oracle. Okay, so ये चीजें अभी नहीं कुछ समझ आ रही. Ignore that if you don't understand this. Okay. And also there is a port scanner in the same website. Suppose if I want to check here that this is my public IP, is there any port number which is open and maybe attacker can try to steal my information. Suppose if 2021 is open, anybody can enter into your laptop. If FTP is open or something. So you can see my FTP port is closed. Okay, even I can check group ports. Okay, I can check basic or malicious, and I can see all these are ports are not good if they are open in your system or if they are open in your what we call in public IP. So all my ports are closed. Can you see that? Because these are hacking kind of softwares which uses these port numbers. If your port is open, if your computer port is open, then maybe can somebody can steal that your information. Okay, so this is malicious and basic ports like FTP, Telnet, SSH, all ports you can also check and by default they are also closed. Okay, so you go to your router and turn on your port numbers. Even in the computer also your ports are disabled because you have a firewall. In the Windows also, in the MacBooks also, you have in the network like you have a firewall. कहीं पे होगा. If I go to network, okay, so you can see my firewall is active in my MacBook. If I disable this, okay, you can see all these services are allowed. If you want any desk to disable, you can disable it. Even in the Windows, these features are available. If you want to cut down any internet connection, you just simply go to that service. And suppose I do not want Zoom to use internet connection or any software you feel like can steal data. Sometimes we download pirated softwares, right? Not me. I'm talking about some of the guys. ओके सो मे बी माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड कॉलेज में हमने भी किया है ठीक है सो माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड हैक वो डाल लो ना पिन वाला सो सम माइक्रोसॉफ्ट सॉफ्टवेयर और एनीबडी ट्राई टू गेट और फोटोशॉप और वट एवर सॉफ्टवेयर यू गेट फ्रॉम इंटरनेट एटलीस्ट ट्राई टू ब्लॉक देयर these connections. Clear? Okay, that you can check in the Windows firewall. Okay, you go to Windows firewall. Okay, and if I want to block block port, you go and check. Simple, just go to policies. Okay, so just go to policies. इसको बोलते हैं विंडोज फायरवॉल पॉलिसी समथिंग ओके सो गो टू योर विंडोज okay, this is how you go. You go to this window firewall. Okay, control panel, window firewall, go to advanced settings, and then you can see all your firewall rules. And in the rules, whatever softwares you feel like you do not want to give internet access, you go click on that and you just click on the service and block that suspicious ports or whatever port numbers or whatever services you want to block. Okay, so by doing that, nobody, so in your computer, that application cannot access internet. Clear? Okay, so this is one of the example, and these port numbers are very, very important because if any application is open in your laptop or any malicious port is open, then somebody can try to, and 99% I'm saying this, if you have a pirated Windows, if you have pirated Windows Office in your laptop, so please go and check because it is only checking your public IP, but you have to check your computer and computer can check open like you can go to Google and search port checking tool for Windows or for whatever operating system you guys are using. Okay, so there are thousands of softwares which can be used. Wireshark Angry IP Scanner is one of my favorite. Okay, so आप क्या कर सकते हो? You go to this Angry IP Scanner is one of the tool what you can get from internet, but you have to make sure that is also downloaded from the good website, means ये official website say kind of. Okay, so it will show you all your LAN IPs, also what ports are active. This is good when you have a small office and you want to check that randomly ports are not open in your system. I don't know if it is available for Mac. Yes, for Mac also it is available. I'm using this chip. Okay, so just simply download this and try to open, and it will scan all your IPs. Sometimes what happens, you feel like you are not getting internet speed, okay, or maybe somebody is using your, you can see if I try to open, it is not opening because it is giving me warning that it is not secure. And for that, I have to go to, in this system, I have to go to privacy, and here I have to open anyway. ये देखो खुल गया. Okay, so this is the software what I got now. Okay, so you can see it is asking me to some install or something, research, whatever. Okay, so now whatever IPs I'm using, okay, in my home, okay, so I have to check that. I go to my terminal, okay, and I type here, there is a command ipconfig in Windows, which gives you all IP address details. And if you are using a Linux system, so then you have to type if config, ipconfig if config. ठीक है. And if I search if config, I get to see this is my private IP 192.168.3.1. Okay, now I got my subnet. This is my IP group. Okay, 3.1 something. I come to this tool and enter my that IP 3.1, and I want to check till 3.255 because the maximum IP goes from 1 to 255. Okay, that I'll explain you in the IP ranges and all. And now if I start clicking start, you can see it is just tracking what all are, which all IPs are connected to my Wi-Fi. Okay, right now on my this Wi-Fi, only this device is connected. Okay, so you can see, and rest you can see random or like whatever you want to see here. Okay, so these are, this is just a basic tool, and rest you can try some other tools also. There are plenty of tools, but you have to make sure you are not looking or you are not downloading any malicious or any bad software in your system. Okay, so this is the thing. So we got to know well-known ports today and registered ports, dynamic ports, and then I told you that ports are, you can try this Angry IP scanner, which gives you basic details about the IP in your LAN network and all. And before that, I discussed you can block port numbers or applications using your Mac firewall or Windows firewall. ठीक है, सो ये डिस्कस किया अभी हमने. And now let's talk about more few things. So now if I go to terminal, okay, so now there is a command in Linux, okay, that is called dig, dig. Okay, and whatever information you want, suppose if I want to have information on let's say my website nwkings.com, and I can see that according to this DNS, this is a DNS information, and these two IPs belong to my website. Okay, and if I want to search here, dig, let's say facebook.com. Okay, so you can see facebook.com has this public IP. Okay, and all that information you can see here, the server from who is giving you this IP address 888, that is a Google DNS server. So there are hundreds of more commands like this, okay, which we can keep discussing in. Okay, these are called. So the most important command is ping. So when you type ping google.com, automatically my system is going to ping google.com. Okay, but in Windows, it pings by default 4 packets, and in the Linux and MacBooks, it does not stop. You have to stop by Control C. ठीक है, तो विंडो में अगर पिंग करोगे तो 4 ही पैकेट पिंग होंगे. इफ यू पिंग google.com in window, by default in window you will be sending 4 packets. And so okay, tell me, when I say ping, so what do you see here? What does it mean? These are like these packets are going, or they are like coming back? What do you think? So when we say ping google.com, तो यहाँ पे जो 4 पैकेट तुम्हें दिख रहे हैं, when I say ping google.com, when you see these packets, so are these are like these are the here I'm sending information, or I'm getting that replies? What do you think? They are replies or request? क्या है ये बताओ मुझे. देखो यहां से बेसिक हमने उठाने हैं. So these are replies. Okay, so it means Google is sending us reply. So can you see there is a time variation? The first packet I got in 13 milliseconds. Second I got in 10 milliseconds. Third is I got in 11 milliseconds. Fourth packet I got in 11.9 milliseconds. So what is this? This is called, क्या बोलते हैं इसको? This is called latency. What? अभी बोला मैंने, क्या बोलते हैं? Latency. Okay, so how much time it is taking? It, you can say that this is the speed. It actually does not tell you the speed of your internet connection and all. But what do you see here? Time. So ये जो time दिख रहा है आपको यहाँ पे, what do you see here? Time. This time is a latency, that how much time is, like how much time is consumed to go from client to server, and server send the reply back. So reply जो आ रहा है हमारा, that reply is coming in this 13.8 2.18 milliseconds. It is quite fast, है ना? So approx 13 milliseconds. Yes, latency means how much time taking to get a response from server. Good. समझ आया? ये इसी का ही कॉपी कर लिया मैंने, ठीक लगा. Latency means how much time taken to get a response from a server. From a server or from machine, anywhere, right? Okay, so latency means how much time is taken, and this is called TTL, time to live. Okay, let's deep dive into ping only. तो अभी हमें जो ping दिख रहा है यहाँ पे. Okay, so what do you see here? First of all, how 64 bytes. So this 64 bytes means that how much packet size I am sending to Google. Packet size. If I want to increase the packet size, I can simply say ping enter, and you can read in the windows, and when you say ping enter, it will give you option. If I want to increase the packet size in this machine, it is S. So I say ping hyphen S. I say I want to ping 1000 byte of packet to google.com. So simple command is this. Let me show you. The command is ping hyphen S 1000 google.com. I am sending almost now 1008 bytes. You must be thinking, sir, you sent 1000, then why it is taking 1008 bytes? Because ICMP ping works on which protocol? Yesterday we discussed. Ping क्या होता है? Ping works on, ping is a tool to verify the connectivity. Ping is not a protocol. याद रखना. Ping is not a protocol. Ping is just a tool to check the connectivity, and it works under what? ICMP. क्लियर? एक तो तुम्हारे बैच में ना मुझे आलस आ रहा है पढ़ाते हुए, सुस्तियों के साथ बैठे हैं सारे, एंड ओनली 4 guys हैव टर्न्ड ऑन देयर कैमरास. सो दोज हु कांट टर्न ऑन देयर कैमरास, लाइक, दूसरे ट्रेनर में शिफ्ट कर दें तुम्हें, दूसरे बैच में. गुड. When you turn on your cameras na, so actually I will come to know who are you. I hope you understand. Now I can see who is Srinath, who is Sakshi, who is Fayaz, है ना? So 64 bytes packet size. Then लो तुम अपना बैच देख लो, अब तुम्हें लगेगा कि बैच है, ये देखो खुद. अब देखो सब अपने आप को. ठीक है, लग रहा है ना? अब ये तुम्हारे सब कॉम्पिटिटर हैं, ऑल दीज आर योर कॉम्पिटिटर. If you are not learning, some whosoever is in the class, maybe he is going to take your job if you don't learn properly. Okay, so from tomorrow try to turn on your cameras, else nothing I can do, man. Okay, so this is 142. Can anybody tell me, is this a public IP or private IP? What do you think? What what is this? This is public IP or private IP? हम्म कौन सा IP है? This is public IP. Yes. So this is a public IP. So it means very simple. If I want to know any company public IP, I can simply ping. है ना? If I can ping, suppose if you want to know nwkings.com IP, oh, I got to know the public IP of nwkings. If I want to know Google IP, I can say simply ping google.com. So very clearly, like you can see your public IP, or server public IP, whosoever you are pinging. ये भी क्लियर हो गया. Okay, that it is a public IP. After that, what do you see? After that, you see some sequence number, that this is the first packet. It start from 0 1 2 3. It's simple, that this is the first ping packet, then this is second, third, fourth. Okay, so it's just a sequence number. Okay, and this is TTL value. Now TTL is very very important. So TTL stand for time to live. Okay. So internet. So what is TTL value? That if you do not have TTL value, you will have a lot of internet loops. Okay. So how TTL works? So whenever you forward any packet, that packet will go from one router to another router. Okay. Let me show you this. तो अगर हम देखें, so what is TTL? Okay. So you can see, if I put a, this is my computer, if I want to go to google.com, if I type TTL value 1, so it can only cross how many routers? 1. If I put a TTL value 2, how many routers it can cross? Only 2. If I put a TTL value 3, it can cross 3 router. And if I put a TTL value 4, then only I can reach to server in this case. Yes or no? So what do you think? If I change my TTL value, how to change? Again, in Windows we have different option. You can simply say ping enter, और वहां पे लिखा होगा okay ping and see all the option, and there you will see some TTL. You can see in MacBook or Linux, it is saying M. So maybe in Windows it is something different, small t or something. You can check in Windows. So ping hyphen M, I am saying I am sending only one TTL value to ping google.com. So how many of you think it will ping? Raise hand. कैमरे में दिख रहा है मुझे. How many of you think it will ping with one TTL value? Again, understand my question. TTL means how many routers it can cross. If we put one TTL value, it can cross only one router. So do you think Google servers are your neighbors? No, right? It is like maybe they are in Singapore, maybe they are in different country, or maybe it is very far away from you because we have too many routers. Even your home router, even here we have, I have a home router. The first router itself takes your one detail value. So if I ping google.com, so you can see there is an error coming, time to live exceeded. Can you see that? But if I put a detail value 3, what do you think? It may ping maybe. Maybe, I'm not sure. No. If I try to ping detail value, maybe let's say 10, 10 पे ping हो रहा भाई. If I put a detail value 10, it is like we are able to ping. And if I put a detail value 9, it is able to ping. If I put a detail value 8, no. So it means if it is pinging with 9, then tell me between your computer and Google how many routers we have. 9. Means we need 9 means at least 9 title values required. Maybe it is more than 8. Understand that in our previous case we have 3 routers and 1 server. So if we have 3 routers, still we can't ping. So in my case, if we are able to ping in 9, so it means we have 8 routers and 1 server. So we have at least 8 routers and 1 Google server, because destination is also going need at least one detail value. Okay, to confirm this, that I want to ping google.com with 9 detail value. So what do you think why we have this value? किसी को कहीं जाना है, हमें क्या लेना देना? Right? If we want to ping, why we have a detail value? So the question is not like what is detail value? It is very simple, right? So it means, so how many routers your packet can travel? Very simple. I'm giving you very simple definitions. But why we need this? This is important question. Anybody can tell me what is TTL value in interviews. But if I ask why we use TTL value, then half of or maybe 90% people will not be able to answer it. Can anybody tell me in the chat? Okay, so someone is asking, so why we see 118 detail value? I told you this is reply packet from Google. Google can enter any detail value. It is none of my business. I cannot control. Can you control Google server? Okay, so right now I can enter my detail value, but I can't control the Google packet. This is a packet from Google. Are you getting? So when you see 118, it is a Google. So Google is sending that reply from Google server, and there they have by default 118 or more than that. Even by default, when you type normal ping google.com, so when you say ping google.com, by default also you are sending also 118. Not, you can see here we can't see because at the end of the day we have to check, because it is all reply packets. Okay, but you can't see the request. Maybe we have to use Wireshark or any tool to see that how much TTL value we are sending. Okay, so I hope you understand that TTL value actually used to that how many routers we have in between. तो ये मैंने कमांड कॉपी कर देनी है. Okay, so it is just an example that you can use this ping hyphen something like that. Okay. Then why, what is TTL value? It is very simple. But why we use it, that is important, because why we use TTL value, the answer is to avoid loops. So now you must be thinking how the loop will create to avoid internet loops. So how the loop will create? Okay, because right now you know that where your packet is going. Yes or no? So when you are saying I want to go to google.com, I want to go to any website, that your client knows where I'm going. But what if you enter any IP that I want to go to google.com, some wrong IP, and or maybe any IP that is not on internet. So if any server is not on internet, so do you want your packet will go and revolve all over the internet, or it will not discard? Let me ask you again. So do you want internet loops? So what is internet loops? That packet will go here and there, but it will not reach any destination. Do you want that? Imagine karo loop kya hai? What is loop? The packet will go again and again, again and again. It is like a loop, right? That packet is going from source to destination, destination to source. It is like a loop in your in your internet. So we do not want that loop. है ना? We do not want that loop. That packet will go and revolve all over the world, all over the internet. So that's why we put expiry date. So TTL is like expiry date. TTL is like a expiry time. If you want find, if you want find destination after 118 routers, the packet will discard. अब यहां पे 118 क्यों लिख रहा हूं मैं? Why I'm putting 118 here? Because when you are pinging by default in this machine, right now it is taking 118. Every machine, Windows may take 64. Every machine has their own point. So when I say TTL value, so you can see in the packet we have TTL value. You can see in this case only. इसको नीचे ले जाता हूं. Okay, so why we use TTL value? So you can see to avoid loops, and TTL is like expiry time. If you won't find destination after 11 routers, और यहाँ पे TTL लिख दो. Okay, after TTL 118 routers, then routers the packet will be discarded. Means 118 routers तक ही मैं जा सकता हूँ. Till 118 routers I can cross, and after that if I am not able to get a reply, the packet will be discarded. Clear? नहीं तो क्या होगा? Else it will keep revolving all over the internet, and you will, like, everyone on internet will feel like there is some slowness in the system, because I'm not talking about one person, in general, because in ip packet it is a default thing. So when you say there is a, when we say network layer, in network layer we have IP information, right? So this is packet basically. तो ये क्या है? This is a packet. In packet we have lot of information, obviously. So you can see we have too much information here in the IP packet. हाँ. So you can see we have version, header length, type of service, total length. But here you focus on TTL, time to live. Can you see a field here? दिख रहा है सभी को? There is a TTL value. So right now, because you are beginner, so I just want you to understand few things. Okay, so TTL value you already know, right? TTL is like expiry time, right? This is the first field. It's like a expiry time. The second thing, what do you see here, which is very important to check? Source IP. It's your IP address. Destination address में क्या दिख रहा है? The destination it's your, it's Google address. Let's take an example. We are talking about google.com. So destination could be any website. Okay, so in this case, you can consider it as a Google IP. It is going to be a Google IP. And then there is a protocol. Can you see that protocol? दिख रहा है सभी को? Yes, protocol. So yesterday we discussed about protocols. Remember, in the protocols, I told you there are multiple protocols. बट few are very important. ये याद है ये वाला? That TCP ICMP has one TCP 6 UDP 17, याद है? Let me copy this and go to this again. And here, let me add here. So this is your protocols. ICMP, TCP. Okay, tell me what will be my protocol number in this case. If I'm using normal website, if I'm using HTTPS, so what will be my protocol number? If I'm pinging, if I ping, then protocol number one will be one. If I'm using HTTPS, then in this case we will have a protocol number TCP uses 6. तो अगर आप वेबसाइट ओपन करोगे, if I you use a website, then it will be 6, but if you ping it will be 1. Okay, for that you can download this tool called Wireshark, okay, in your laptop, and simply you download. अभी करना है, अभी कर लो. I am sending you the link. It is a great tool to check the packets, what's going on. So what is packet? Please explain, sir. See, packet is like when you talk about OSI model. Okay, in the OSI model, please watch yesterday class. In the OSI model, we discussed that whenever a packet goes to network layer, it adds source IP, destination IP. ये जो दिखा रहा है ना मैं यहाँ पे. Okay, so I have shown you this. This is all. This is packet basically, because inside packet you will have what data. So can you see that data field here in the last IP under? You can see a gray space here. ये जो space है, this is a data. On top of data, you have everything. You have source IP, you have destination address, you have TTL value, you have protocol number. So only four things I want to mention right now. And version, what version we are using? IP version 4. So it will be version, it will be IPv4. Like I'm showing you four fields right now. So version, if I'm using IP4, it will be IPv4. And if it is a version 6, it will give you version 6. Only five things you need to learn right now. Rest we can go in detail later on. Okay. So I have downloaded the Wireshark, and if I open it, I don't know if in my laptop if I have or not, but एक तो okay, so I just have to drag here. So you can see I have a Wireshark, and if I click on the Wireshark, it will open, and now it will show you that which packet you want to check. Right now I'm using Wi-Fi, and I can fill. You can see a lot of things here. Ignore that, but you have to check here which Wi-Fi, which connection I'm using here. Wi-Fi. So just double click on that. तो दिख रहा है यहाँ पे वायर्ड वायरलेस यू कैन सी ऑल इंटरफेसेस shown. But if you are using Wi-Fi, just click on the Wi-Fi, and this is your Wi-Fi connection. So if you are using a wire in your laptop or computer, so आपको wire पे click करना है, and you just have to see on on which interface you see the traffic is increasing. Okay, but right now I'm using a Wi-Fi, so I'll click on this, double click. It is giving me some error. Installing ch mode bpf something. ये पता नहीं क्या है. ये विंडोज. So for tools and all, na, Windows is the best laptop. Trust me. Because this MacBook, all this, they are good for surfing internet or good for watching videos and all. But if you talk about installation of softwares all ना, तो ये सबसे घटिया लैपटॉप है उस केस में. Okay, I'll download it later on. So right now my Wireshark is not working because of XYZ reason. So what I have to do, maybe I'll go to my Windows machine. 8202 में भी. हाँ, अपने पास सब है भाई. लो, विंडोज भी आ गया. Okay, so right now this is my data center Windows machine. Okay, and if I try to check if I have Wireshark, yes, I have Wireshark in this laptop or in this computer. Okay, so it is giving me some admin thing, admin mode. Huh. So right now you can see it is connected with the Ethernet cable and there is some packet traffic दिख रहा है यहाँ पे. So there is a small bars and where you see the bars it has Wi-Fi connection or cable network. So if I click here double, इसमें भी दिक्कत है क्या? या सो राइट नाउ यू कैन सी लॉट ऑफ पैकेट्स गाइस. ये देखो कितने सारे पैकेट दिख रहे हैं हमें, राइट? सो आई जस्ट स्टॉप इट बिकॉज दीज आर इनफ. I do not have to see too many packets, but if I see there are a lot of packets, what do you see here? And right now you can see TCP, UDP, lot of things are going in on at the back end, right? You can see. So if you open any packet, maybe a TCP normal, you can see acknowledgement. This is some type len TLS packet. So if I want to show you that, so अगर आपने देखना है normally because it is very confusing, you can't track all the packets. Okay, but if I want to see some simple packets, I can go to Google Chrome and try to check Wireshark OSI model or viewing OSI model on the Wireshark. So when you open a packet, you can see all the detail here. So जब भी आप Wireshark देखते हो, so when you open any Wireshark, so you see that there is a hypertext transfer. This is your application layer. Okay, the same way if I go here in the Wireshark and if I open any packet of HTTP, or it falls under TLS or whatever. Yeah, ये रहा. Okay, so right now you can see there is a hypertext transfer protocol. How to increase the size? I'm just trying to see. Zoom in. Yeah, just give me 1 second. दिख रहा है सभी को स्क्रीन? Yes, everyone. Is it visible properly? Okay. So what do you see here? This is a packet. Okay, you can double click also and you can see this window will pop out and you can see on the top, this is your OSI model. This hypertext transfer protocol is your OSI model. In OSI model, it is like an application layer. And I told you in real world, we do not use OSI, we use TCP/IP. Okay. So when we see this is application layer, after that, tell me what will be the second layer. Yesterday we discussed about TCP and TCP/IP. In the real world, what after application, which layer I will be going to see? Transport, then we have network, then we have data, and then we have physical. Yes, agree? Agree? So now coming back to that machine, okay, so this is my application layer, and after application layer, this is my TCP transport layer. In the transport layer, you can see lot of information, guys. Can you see that? This is my data. Can you see that payload? Payload is actually your data because it's a small packet. Here you see lot of information, urgent flag, all that for, but just focus on this port number. So if you are using HTTP, the port number will be 80, right? HTTP will be 80. If port is HTTPS, it will be 443. Then there is a destination port because this packet is coming from somewhere because destination port is a dynamic port. है ना? So it means the packet is coming back from some machine or something. It is just acknowledgement packet maybe. So here in the transport layer, you see port numbers and there is some TCP segments. Can you see that? Parts. I told you that data is divided into segments. दिख रहा है? TCP segments 8823 and these are divided into multiple packets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like this. Right? So they are the assembled, reassembled data. So ignore that. But here this is application layer, this is transport layer. After that, what layer I am going to see? Network. नेटवर्क लेयर पर आईपी दिख रहा है इट्स इंटरनेट प्रोटोकॉल वर्जन 4 आई टोल्ड यू दिस इज व्हाट वी डिस्कस राइट नाउ एंड देन आफ्टर दैट we have TTL value. What is TTL value in this machine? 64. And what protocol I'm using here? TCP. Because HTTP work under which protocol? TCP 6. दिख रहा है? Okay, and this is the main thing. Source IP, destination IP. यही चीज मैं तुम्हें दिखा रहा था in that also. So when I come to my nodes, right? So in my nodes, so when I talk about these port numbers and then TTL value and then version and all whatever, here I got to know something about Wireshark today. Okay, and that you can download it from internet, and this is the packet. Right, this is how the packet is visible in the Wireshark. And this is like one of the example. We see version IP4 on the top. You can see version 4. Can you see that? दिख रहा है सभी को? Yes, this is the version 4. After that, I told you to check source IP, destination IP. That is also understandable. Then I told you that there is a TTL value, which means expiry date. And packet, in this packet, we have a TTL value 64 and the protocol number is 6 in this case. Okay. So in this case, I'm using 1 here because I'm not pinging. Okay. But if I want to see a ping packet, how do I track Wireshark? If I go to that machine again, okay, and if I again go and click on, again, if I, okay, so now again the packets are started. I just go to the command prompt, CMD, and type here, shit. So I just type here ping google.com and you can see by default 4 packets are going in the machine. Okay. And I just want to see now stop the Wireshark and enter here ICMP. You can see these are the 4 ping request packets. I just ping google.com and closed it. So tell me how many packets you see here, how many request packet you have. Echo. Okay, so ICMP, and now if I click here, you can see manage display filters. Like I want to only see the ICMP or whatever packets. Okay, so but you can see I want to see the request packets. So if I click like this, so you will see that I want to ping google.com and Google IPs must be 142. I think only we have to check this 142 IP. Okay, and I see apply as filter. तो मैं 142 पे filter लगा रहा हूँ because it's a Google IP. Okay, so now what do you see here? I am getting packet instead of destination. I only search 142. Okay, it is not visible. But if I search ICMP, हाँ तो तुम इग्नोर करो इसको. But right now you can see this is the first packet I requested, and here in this case, if I want to open this packet and if I see application layer, I'm using ICMP. So ICMP is directly working under IP, so you can't see application layer directly. I see ICMP. Okay, so this is application only. For this, ICMP is a tool, ping is a tool basically. Okay, and you can see I'm sending, this is my data, what I'm sending, and under that we have network layer where you see IP, and in the version 4, and here in the ICMP, can you see that in the protocol you see ICMP1? दिख रहा है यहाँ पे protocol ICMP1, right? The same thing what I wanted to show you, that in the ICMP packet it will be 1, but in the case if it is a UDP packet or something, then it will be 6. So it is example of Wireshark ICMP packet. Okay, and this is example of your TCP. Okay, which maybe I can highlight here. Wireshark, TCP, HTTP packet. Okay, so rest. Now you know the protocols. Now you know little bit of IP header. This is what we discussed. These all are IP header details. IP header details. Okay, so it is very important. But as of now, because you guys are beginners, so I'm not expecting too much from you all right now. Okay, so I just want whatever information I'm giving here, by the time you learn this and slowly we understand. Even I can teach you right now. I can explain other fields also, but I think then lot of freshers are also in my batch. No, I do not want to like make them confused right now. Maybe some are working experts, working professionals. So yes, but yes, we can cover. But still, if you want to watch IP header in detail, I just want all of you to go and watch my IP header video. तो अगर आपको पढ़ना है फिर भी दिल कर रहा है दैट बिकॉज सम कंपनीज आस्क आईपी हेडर एंड ऑल इफ यू हैव टाइम सो देन आई एम शेयरिंग वन वीडियो विच विल बी हेल्पफुल फॉर यू देन दिस इज आईपी पैकेट हेडर फॉर यू ऑल ठीक है सो दिस इज जस्ट एक्स्ट्रा कंटेंट टू वॉच ठीक है तो ये वीडियो देख लेना व्हेन यू गेट टाइम गाइस प्लीज वॉच दिस आईपी पैकेट हेडर क्लियर It has, I have explained all the fields here from flags to TCP header, whatever you want to know. तो इसको पढ़ लेना. So when you get time. The video will happen or not. Okay, clear? So coming back to our OSI model. Okay, so now I got to know what is T-tail value. Now I got to know like how why T-tail is important. We got to know some IP header details, and we got to know Wireshark. That in the Wireshark we can track packets, we can see the fields and all, right? And now if I talk about अभी अपने पास है 10-15 मिनट So I'm adding this information here. Okay, so now when we talk about application, the user interface comes in. All the HTTP, FTP, Telnet, TFTP, all these protocol work under application. And the data is called data. No device normally work here. Okay, even today, what we call nowadays firewalls or very advanced firewalls work on this. But and then in presentation, we check the format of data, data representation, encryption, decryption, and the video to JPG, audio, all that format decided. And this layer also data is called data. Session layer terminate and monitor the session, and all these like some tools like SQL. I hope you know this structure query language something. Okay, NetBIOS, remote procedure calls. All these are some tools and all which work on session layer. Okay. So in the transport layer, all your TCP UDP works. Is responsible for flow control, windowing, congestion. Okay, ये हम देखेंगे आगे जाके भी. Okay. And then we talk about network, all IP, IPX, Apple talk, but Apple talk is no more. Nobody uses that. IPX is also not longer used. The main very important protocol is IP. I told you IP is very important. And network layer is defines the path that how my packet is going, and it is responsible for adding source and destination IP address. Okay, let's add IP instead of logical. And in the data link layer, we uses MAC address. Okay, we have MAC address here, and router works on which layer? Network layer. And there are some devices like switch, and switch is also called bridge in previous days. Okay, but switch is important, bridges are not more nowadays. It is a very old kind of device, but switches and bridges, they work on data link layer. And now in the data link layer, we have two layers, sub layers. One is called LLC, logical link control, and one is called MAC address. MAC address layer adds MAC address, but this LLC layer, logical link control, make connection with the network layer. So data link layer में दो पार्ट हैं. One is LLC which makes connection with the network layer, which which actually responsible for the connectivity with the network layer. तो नेटवर्क लेयर के साथ कनेक्शन बनाता है एलएलसी. एलएलसी मेक्स ए कनेक्शन विद नेटवर्क लेयर, एंड मैक लेयर इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर एडिंग मैक एड्रेस. ओके. And there are very old technologies in the data link layer like HDLC, PPP, point to point. They are very, very old technologies, okay, which actually work on data link layer. But nowadays, no, normally you can say we focus on IP, and there are some L2 VPNs and all which you can maybe discuss later on. And the physical layer, your electrical signals, radio signals, all your Wi-Fi, wired connection, everything. The devices like hub which are obsolete, जो hub थे बहुत पहले थे, there are no hub nowadays. Okay, but they are the very old devices and they used to work on physical layer. Okay, tell me power extension you might be having at your home right now, right? The power socket, power plug, what we call, right? Even that, which actually, like if you have one power socket, it will convert into multiple socket. That is also like layer one. You understand? Because it is just converting your one port to multiple port. The same way, there was hub device, okay, which actually just connect multiple computers, but that is very very old generation device, nobody uses that, and it is almost 10-20 years back, it is obsolete. तो ये होता था. अब देखो, it why we are not using this now, because it has a problem, because it always do broadcast. So when we talk about hub, router, switches. Okay, so if I add here. Okay, so if you see this picture, guys, So hub is like a repeater. It is just helping you to connect with multiple computers. But if message is sent from one computer, it will go to everywhere. Then we have, it is very simple way to create a network, but nobody uses that. And it is a layer one device. It is a physical layer because only cabling, it is like a power socket where you get one port and you can like you put one internet connection and it four computers can access internet. Okay, but it does not learn MAC address. So bridge is the device which is created after hub, which is actually connecting multiple hubs, and it learns some MAC address. Bridges learn MAC addresses in the previous old times, but it was a hardware based device. Then switches came into picture, which is like better than bridge because bridge has less ports. It has switches has a 8 port, 12 port, 24 port, 48 port. I have shown you that in previous videos. So it is more scalable and practical. So that's why hub and bridges are obsolete from the market. तो hub और bridges market से खत्म हो गए हैं because switches has taken over the market. Clear? Right. So this is all about OSI model. And in fact, you keep learning that OSI model again and again. There are, I'll show you one more time in Packet Tracer, but I'm not showing you today because I just want that. Let's start. अच्छा, एक वेबसाइट देता हूं तुम्हें, द OSImodel.com। देखो इसके ऊपर वेबसाइट भी बनी हुई है। इतना बड़ा टॉपिक है क्या? OSImodel.com। सोचो ये भी एक वेबसाइट है, अभी देखा मैंने इसको। Okay, so when you see application layer, so you can see all these are application layer protocols. Okay, and even if you try to understand that application layer is a reference model, although in TCP IP, the real world, all these things are written over here. But yes, this is layer 7, and then we have presentation layer. Here we do decryption, encryption, all that information is visible here. I think you do not have to read everything, but whatever information is important, you can read it. Like you can see, session layer is responsible for authentication. Suppose when you log in into website, your login password is checked, right? That you are a right user or not. That is called authentication, and that what permissions we have given you, authentication, authorization, all that is responsibility of session layer. Even the protocols like remote procedure calls, all that things are visible here. You can see all these protocols work on session layer. Even there is a protocol called session control protocol, SCP. There is a tunneling protocol used in VPN, that is point to point tunneling protocol. That is also one of the example in OSI model. Okay, there is a L2TP layer 2 tunneling protocol. All these what I'm showing you, na. So this is part of when you start learning firewall and all, na. This L2TP, this is another one is this PPTP something. So these are used in firewalls and all. These are called VPNs. So they are VPN protocols. In transport layer, it is connection oriented, same order delivery, reliability, flow control, congestion avoidance. Okay, and these all protocols work under like TCP, UDP are the main ones. Okay, they are working on, and there is one protocol, there is some information TCP versus uh, एक प्रोटोकॉल की बात चल रही थी अभी पीछे ना, that it is going to TCP UDP versus, या क्विक। ये भी तुम्हें मैं बताता हूँ, एक ये टी क्विक प्रोटोकॉल था। ठीक है, अभी हुआ नहीं है। सो क्विक इज क्विक यूडीपी इंटरनेट कनेक्शन इज ए ट्रांसपोर्ट लेयर नेटवर्क प्रोटोकॉल। ओके, तो इसके बारे में मैं पढ़ रहा था एक दिन बैठा। सो इट्स बीन लाइक इंट्रोडक्शन इज इन 12 years बैक, but it is used somewhere. It is a part of transport layer quick. So it is faster than TCP, guys. It works like TCP, but it is very faster, and it has a reduced latency and faster connection establishment. यहाँ पे ज़्यादा स्पीड मिलती है हमें इंक्रिप्शन देर आर लॉट ऑफ बेनिफिट्स इफ वी even this is a very good company zscaler if you heard about cloud even they have also written a document Ishmeet Singh somebody he is a product manager somebody has written about this quick protocol. So maybe for multiple companies are going to use that in future, HTTP and Quick. So you can similar way you can see it is using TCP, but Quick is using UDP for faster because UDP is very fast. Okay, because faster web browsing hoga. So Quick was initially developed to improve the performance of Google services, especially for mobile users. However, its benefit extend to broader web. Increase security है. Okay, so nowadays both voice and video traffic which originates, okay, requires low latency, and lot of cloud computing companies also need this type of safety and security. So Quick is used by 8.2% of all websites globally. अभी use हो रहा है ये. It is not that nobody is using that. Still, HTTP, HTTPS and all used by 31% globally. But this, yeah, so Quick is used nowadays also, but sometimes still you can read about this data tracker and all. So this is a new technology I told you. Even in the CCNA, CCNP, all these books you will not find it. Okay, but yes, you can keep reading about these technology, and this is how you get a good job in any of the big company, and then you write some research papers and all. Okay, so you get to know, and this is what I tell everyone. Okay, so start writing blogs, start writing. I tell you where to write. You go to LinkedIn. Okay, so whenever you like any, suppose you learned something today or what you research a topic, try to write yourself. Maybe you can write yourself and then ask AI to fix grammar. But try to write yourself, it will improve your knowledge. And in the LinkedIn, there is an option called write article. Okay, suppose if I want to write a OSI model in depth, okay, so I can write whatever I want to write, whatever I understand from that topic. Okay, and this is how in the LinkedIn, like, I don't know, but I have, पता नहीं कहाँ से देखते हैं न्यूज़लेटर यार. But if I go to my profile, like people can read my documents somewhere. Yeah, you can see I have 15,000 followers on this newsletter. Okay, and you can see I keep writing these, right? Even we have a website where in this plan, in this article, I have written that how you can create your own career roadmaps, and we have built this roadmap.nwkings.com. So can you see that? This is the courses to become a network engineer, and then you can plan OK and core and RC, and then I'll be doing Palo Alto firewall. So these are the normal what I write type on the left side. You can see. So this is what you are doing right now. CCNA, NRC, Encore, Palo Alto. So this is the one. After that, you can go for CCNP security. You can go for F5 LTM load balancer. And after that, you can go for Cisco SD-WAN. You can learn Python for network engineers. After that, also you can go for this Fortinet firewall because you learn Palo Alto. Because some of you are taking Fortinet, so you can learn instead of Palo Alto, you can learn Fortinet. It is again your choice. Okay, and this is how we have already built these roadmaps. And if I want to get into cloud security, what I should I learn? In cyber security, what should I learn? If I want to get into DevOps, so somewhere down the line, you can create your own roadmaps. And this is what we have done. And we have done also, like we have created a resume. But again, this is still in development. It is not properly working. But if I have done CCNA, CCNP, Palo Alto, whatever, I can download my resume from here. You can see in the light theme, it is showing me this. Can you see that? I can just simply click on the technologies, and I right now it is in the development. Still, there are few errors. Okay, I'm going to fix this very soon. Okay, but rest roadmap, everything is working fine, and rest you can read about this on every course. If you want to know, maybe in future you want to learn, you go here and read it. What is CCNP and RC? Okay, why we have to learn this? Basic things are written over here. Okay, if I want CCNP security, it is like a highly respected certification like this. You can download also, I think. Okay. So this is what I'm trying to say. So whatever you create, whatever you know, that you can write in your newsletter. So that even you can see, I have written an article, what I came to know, how to become a DevSecOps engineer. Okay, this is one of the highest paying job role in the market today. But you need to have a lot of knowledge of networking, of cloud, of security, ethical hacking. It is a mixed job where networking, cloud, cyber security, DevOps, all four are combined, and that is called DevSecOps. So all these are articles like only with some good knowledge. Okay, when you get, suppose I want to explain what is MPLS versus internet, and that article and video I have already created here. समझ रहे हो? So you need to share when you have good knowledge. ये लो कमेंट भी है, बहुत लोगों का उद्धार किया है आपने. थैंक यू यार, थैंक यू. मैं देख रहा था एक बार, पर तो पहली बार लगा कि यार उधार लिया है आपने. मैंने कौन सा उधार लिया है? फिर देखा उद्धार है, उधार. ओके, clear. I think you now let's have a doubt session, guys, and one by one you can discuss. Don't make this a place where I'm not able to answer anyone. Okay, so ask one by one. Okay, so and start writing. This is the first thing. I know that most of you are like after having CCNP firewall, then even you can start making some CCNA videos. It's your choice. Okay, whatever you know, you create it and then you share with the world. Okay. So please ask question one by one. I'm going to unmute you. Okay. Or do one thing, instead of I open everyone mic, there is an option in Zoom. There is an option called raise hand. देखो मोर पे क्लिक करो. समवेयर यू सी रेज हैंड ऑप्शन, देखो देयर इज ए हाथ बना होगा एक, देखो राइट देयर यू कैन आस्क क्वेश्चन. यस लक्ष्मी प्रिया, एनी डाउट?
Yeah, actually, I have a question on this different type of protocol, this
Mm-hmm.
TCP, UDP, where you said like we have 1 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not able to understand exactly what's the use of 1 and 6. I
So
think
this
here
is
we
1 and 6 are just a number, which is because computers understand numbers, right?
yeah.
So when we see this TCP and UDP, so even here you can see in the protocol field, this is a unique number for every protocol because computer don't understand what is TCP. Computer understand this six number only.
Okay, so TCP stand for, sorry,
So
6 is
whenever
stand for
there is a six
TCP.
number in the packet, it means it is a TCP packet. And whenever there is a one number in the protocol field, it is ICMP packet.
Okay, got
Okay,
it.
let me show you one more thing here. So I shown you Wireshark, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what if I tell you this is the packet what I got? This is a ping packet, but in the real world, we do not see all these numbers. What do you see here? We all see, computers see only these numbers. Let me show you these numbers because computer
I
understands zero and
can't
ones.
see a screen. Are you sharing a screen?
Okay, just hold on. हाँ अब देखो. Now it's visible.
Yeah.
So now I told you this is one of the packet, but if I click here and convert into bits, because earlier it was showing me hexadecimal numbers, but your computer understand bits. So when I click on internet protocol and you are asking me some protocol number, and if I click on ICMP, you can see this one also has a representation of 0001. Can you see that? So when I click here, the computer got to know from this 0001 exactly that this is ICMP packet.
Okay, got it.
Got
And can
it?
you show me any example for UDP or TCP? Sorry, TCP, that's 6.
Yeah, TCP. So similar way, we go and find TCP packet here. Okay, and if I search for TCP, and you can see this is all TCP packet, right? And if I click on this 6 number, it will be different 01, because one has all zeros in the last one, and this 6 means, if you understand decimal to binary, if not, I'll explain later on in our further classes, but this represents 6 number.
Okay, got it. Here we have 6 zeros.
Yeah.
That is
So
what
this is
is
a
mean.
1, 2, 4. 4 and 2. 4 plus 2 is 6.
Okay, okay, yeah, got
Yeah.
it, got it.
Okay.
Well,
And now for me, I can understand this IP is 10.2.1.101. But when I click this, computer understand my IP is this.
okay, yeah, right.
Got it? And if I'm forwarding my data, whatever data we have, okay, so this we see data is normally any data, hi, hello, whatever. But here, if I click on this data, this is all your data. This is your this is your encrypted application data. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see that.
And above fields, what are not selected, they this is your IP packet header.
Okay,
Okay, so this is all information of IP header, and rest zero ones what you see below, this is all your data, because data is going inside the packet only, na.
yeah, right.
So every field, when I click on IP version 4, this is IP version 4 field, this is TCP field, and when I click on the data, it is completely encrypted application data, because I'm using this TCP encrypted something, TLS, transport layer security.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Who else want to come? Saurabh. Yes, Saurabh.
So this
Hello, sir.
is
Good evening.
एक second, Ram. After this, Saurabh, you can ask.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I just want to know regarding you told like for session layer, there is a purpose for authentication, like for security purpose, for
Mm-hmm.
username and password, whoever wants to log in or. So I
Mm-hmm.
just had a doubt, like ICE is also the same function, like identity service engine.
Yeah, ICE is a software. ICE is a software, but behind that, who does the authentication, authorization? That is with the help of session layer.
Okay.
And
So
session layer
backend.
in the real world, we don't have session layer, because session layer itself is the application layer.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Got it? So
Mm,
ICE is
yes,
a
sir.
software which is
Mm,
made by Cisco for all that
mm.
authentication and all.
So in real world, sir, actually ICE is the only one which works for authentication.
No, no, no. There is Aruba ClearPass also. There are multiple companies.
Okay.
Only not Cisco. Similar way, Cisco, ICE. So ICE is basically, if anybody don't know what he's asking. So when you go, like your office, when you enter your employee ID, password, so who checks that? That is Cisco ICE. It checks your employee ID, it checks the password, and it confirm from the Microsoft Active Directory and all. Because where we create all employee IDs and all, it is created in the Windows server. So ICE check in the server that yes, this is a genuine user, and then automatically you get a Wi-Fi connectivity once you log in Office. Automatically you get access to lot of services. Even your office page, what we call home page of your company, that is visible to you. But if you try to open that home page at your home, maybe it won't open. When you connect with the VPN, then only you can open your home page of your company,
Okay.
right? If you work for HCL, Wipro, everyone has their home pages, and you can only see those home pages. If you want to check your salary slip, all that software works when you connected in office network or when you are connected with VPN. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
है ना? हाँ.
Yeah. And sir, one more doubt I had. So
Mm-hmm.
this is for the previous class, like our
Mm-hmm.
second class you had.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Please go ahead.
you were telling about the QoS. So like there was an example like if we were having a Zoom call session, so it will give a priority on those traffics
Mm-hmm.
rather than if some employees are watching videos or surfing internet. So
Yeah.
is the QoS application works on real time, like on the like if we're having a Zoom meeting at the moment, so it will configure according to that.
So obviously, see, if you are asking like in the real world, we can configure Zoom for high priority. Yes, we can do that. I have given you the real example only.
Hmm. So
Okay.
like yeah.
So I'm saying this is the real example if you want to give high priority to Zoom meeting.
Okay. No, like every time we have to change this because if maybe all of a sudden we have a meeting or something, so that
No, no,
should
no.
be
So
done.
obviously it is best practices. You can't
Mm,
change every time after 10 minutes you change the Zoom and then after 10 minutes you remove the Zoom. It is not like that. What
mm,
every company knows what is best efforts or what is best services for my company, what kind of quality of service is required in my company. That is all done with the help of network managers, network designers, even the high level of network consultants. They all plan these things.
all right. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
So
you so
as a
much.
network engineer, you have been asked to implement this in the router and switches.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. If you are working for a big brand, if you are working for a big company, like I worked for Apple, so obviously I can't create myself a big policy in Apple. I
Mm,
should be getting. So there are a lot of network designers working in Apple from 20 years, 30 years. They used to plan everything about the network and then they ask the network experts or network engineers to implement that kind of policies. So designing and implementation is very easy. Let me tell you, all network engineers, you can, if I tell you, if I create a document, you can go to router and type the same commands. Yes or no?
yes, sir.
है ना, that is called as SOP, है ना, standard
Mm,
operating procedure, what we call that. Okay, so
yeah.
mop, basically in our language in the networking we use mop, method of procedures, MOP and all. Okay, so
Okay.
we have to, if you are working for a big company, they create documents and they give those documents to you and you have to follow that. But obviously some people even without knowledge are doing that because they have to just copy paste, they know how to log in the router and doing that. But if you
Mm,
start learning all the CCNA, CCNP, whatever is important for your career, and even if you are working and doing copy paste, still you are able to justify your interview knowledge in the next company. And slowly, slowly, one day you will also become network designers, network architects, and network consultants, where you actually use your whole brain. Because from the past 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, you are only copy paste the router switches command, but actual work will happen after 5 years, 7 years, 10 years down the line.
okay.
Okay, so network engineers are 90% network engineers are doing copy paste. I'm just telling you honestly in India, even outside
Okay.
India.
Okay.
ठीक है, मेरा क्वेश्चन रीडायरेक्ट हो गया थोड़ा सा, बट आई होप यू गॉट द पॉइंट.
Never mind, sir.
हाँ.
Thank you.
Yes, Ram.
Sir, how do we identify the return traffic? I'm confused with the port numbers in the return traffic. The
Hmm.
first question is how do we identify the return traffic, and how do we identify the ports? Like how to take those ports?
So you are asking, suppose if I go to google.com and if my computer add a port number that I want to go to google.com, so how my traffic will come back, right?
Yes.
And how it is, suppose right now I type Cisco ICE in this tab, and okay, and in this tab I search for Cisco ACI. So these are two different words, but why Google is giving me ICE request here only, ACI in this tab only? Why it is not appearing here? Because when you open this Google Chrome and tab, every, because you are creating multiple sessions with Google. So when I type Cisco ICE, this is a different session. When I type Cisco ICE architecture, whatever, this is a different session. And all these are sessions are controlled with, like every request you have it under netstat. So whatever request you keep raising, these numbers or this request will keep increasing. And every request has a port number, bro. So when the packet goes to google.com and when the packet comes back, Google gives you, okay, I want to go to this port number only. And this port number is actually your this tab only. Got it? Why? So just imagine now why we have these so many port numbers in the system. What is the use of these port numbers? It actually because your computer is doing multitasking and for all internet tasks, all whether you are opening multiple tabs in Chrome, whether you are using Zoom software, whether you are using Google Chrome, WhatsApp chat, every service has a port number. Okay, and all your computer request from any dynamic port, you can see randomly some ports are generated here. Can you see that? Not
Yeah.
even every port is different. And this is how when Google send you request back, this is how all that packet comes. OSI model encapsulation. This is what you have to see.
The port number changes when in the return traffic, correct?
Yeah, yeah. Source becomes destination, destination becomes the source. Very simple. है ना ये देखो ना सपोज इफ आई सेंड यू सपोज यू आर google.com if I send you traffic I open my Google Chrome right I type here like maybe OSI model whatever in the Google Chrome and this will format of data all the steps will be instantly done because internet is so fast you can't see each and every step we can only understand but we can't see all the steps we can only see all the steps in the Wireshark that's why I have shown you right? We can only see all the steps in the Wireshark where you can see, okay, this is my application layer, this is transport layer, this is the network layer, this is data link layer, right? And all when all these zero and ones, this is all your physical layer. Clear? So when the packet is going, okay, so understand data in transport layer, you add a segment header, means you add a port number. In network layer, you add IP address. You in data link layer, you add MAC address, and then in the physical layer, you forward zero and ones. Okay, tell me if you are a Google server, if I give you zero ones from the cable, the receiver side who is google.com he will get application or he will get zero and ones first.
Application.
No. I'm forwarding you zero and ones na.
Huh.
So
It will convert.
you will do de-encapsulation, opposite of encapsulation. Encapsulation means when the data is coming from application, presentation, session, transport, you add in when you add information that is called encapsulation. When you remove that all information, when you get zero and one, you get a frame. You check okay destination receiving computer will check if it is my MAC address or not. If it is your MAC address, you open the packet, you check if it, then you will check IP address. If it is your IP address, then you again open the packet. Then you check the port number. Then you check the data. Then this is how you receive it. Opposite of that okay means in the receiving end you will get zero and ones and you make with the combination of zero and ones you make a frame in the frame you check the destination MAC address and if it is your MAC address you receive the packet and if it is not your MAC address then you discard the packet. Second
Understand.
thing, you check the IP address. If it is your MAC address, you continue opening the packet. And if it is not your IP, then you reject the packet. Then you check the port number if it is for the correct service. And then you check, okay, this is the data I got. So it means application presentation session, the data will work from these layer to these layer, but data is going from transport network data and physical only.
Got it.
Okay, so the return traffic is simple. In the same packet, like I sent ICMP packet, right? So you can see. So in the Wireshark, it is showing me that if I search here ICMP, ये देखो that I am forwarding packet from 10.0.0.5.1.6.7 to 1.4.2. This is my ping request. I am sending a ping request. My packet is going. This is called echo ping request. Okay. But when the ping is getting reply, so you can see now source become destination and destination becomes source, right? It's the opposite packet of this, right?
Yeah.
This is source IP 10.0.0.5, but when packet will come, the destination will become 10.0.0.5. And when I open this, this is the same packet, just the IP got changed. That packet is now coming from 142. This is a packet for coming from google.com. Okay. And it is also sending ICMP details, whatever information. This is a reply. Can you see that? Echo
Yes.
reply. Clear now?
Yeah, clear, sir. Yeah.
Okay. And do some research, install Wireshark, try to go deep dive. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Pankaj. Pankaj.
Uh, Hello, sir.
Yes.
My question is, can we use Wireshark to our small network, like that home network, to track the packets?
In your home network.
Yeah, in home network or small network.
So see, in home network, you have to check it, but in the offices, we have to use a Cisco span. Okay, so there is a span thing. Okay, basically in a company, if you have 20 user, but you want to suppose there is a Ramesh who is using a laptop, but I want to monitor his traffic. So I want to copy his traffic to Wireshark. And that what we are going to learn in the CCNP Encore span and R span. Okay. Switch port analyzer.
Yes. And
Okay.
what about, sir, SNMP?
SNMP is a different, it's a monitoring tool. It's not a packet capturing tool. SNMP जो होता है ना मॉनिटरिंग के लिए यूज होता है.
Yes, sir.
Okay, SNMP agent, like your router switches all becomes your agent, and then there is a software, like from the software you can monitor all your machines and all. Clear?
Yes, sir.
आएगा वो यार जो तुम पूछ रहे हो ना आगे आएगा. यस सैनी रितेश. यस रितेश.
हाँ जी
आई कांट हियर यू मैन. माइक के पास आके बोलो.
सर, अभी आ रही मेरी बात?
नहीं बहुत और आगे पास आओ.
सर, अभी आ रही है?
हाँ हाँ ऑल गुड नाउ.
सर, माय क्वेश्चन इज कि जो आप अभी पोर्ट्स के बारे में बता रहे थे, लॉजिकल पोर्ट्स एंड फिजिकल पोर्ट्स, ठीक है, अभी जैसे मैं आपने मोक के अकॉर्डिंगली हमारे को समझा रहे थे, तो वी आर वहाँ पे मैं एक चीज यूज करता हूँ, देयर इज अ पेरेंट पोर्ट. तो पेरेंट पोर्ट क्या चीज है सर?
नहीं इन विच टर्मिनोलॉजी यूज पेरेंट पोर्ट?
सर, एग्रेस Q0S पेरेंट पोर्ट 12, एंड जैसे हम दो पोर्ट यूज करते हैं, पोर्ट 12 एंड 13. तो मैंने डिवाइसेस के बारे में आपको पहले बताया था, तो सियाना के डिवाइसेस है, हमारी पहले बात होती है इस टॉपिक पे, राइट? तो अब जो
सियाना.
हम हाँ हाँ हाँ
हाँ हाँ.
तो उस पे अभी तो हम 5134 वाले टूल पे काम कर रहे हैं, जिसपे 28 पोर्ट्स हैं टोटल, राइट?
So
तो
you are
हम
talking about network ports or you are talking about physical cable ports?
मैं फिजिकल केबल पोर्ट पे अब बात कर रहा हूँ,
नहीं
ठीक
नहीं
है?
फिजिकल से रिलेटेड नहीं पढ़ रहे अभी हम. ये वी आर डिस्कसिंग टुडे लाइक नेटवर्क वर्चुअल पोर्ट्स लाइक FTP, टेलनेट, SSH, all these ports. So what you are talking about, maybe you are talking about some fiber ports or maybe you are talking about some other ports, right?
सर, जैसे हम आपने यहाँ पे पहले हमने स्टार्टिंग से जैसे कमांड स्टार्ट करी ना, तो उस पे सबसे पहले हमने लॉजिकल पोर्ट से स्टार्ट करी कि हमारे लॉजिकल पोर्ट्स ये हैं, ये इतने लॉजिकल पोर्ट्स हैं 24, राइट? फिर उसके बाद जो पोर्ट हमें इनेबल करने थे, फॉर एग्जांपल 12 एंड 13 हम इनेबल कर रहे हैं, और उसके बाद जो कमांड लगानी है उसके बाद हमको दे रहे हैं, दैट इज अ पेरेंट पोर्ट. 12 एंड 13 विल बी द पेरेंट पोर्ट. तो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस पेरेंट पोर्ट? मैं ये
पेरेंट पोर्ट अब आपकी टर्मिनोलॉजी में क्या है? देखो पहली बात, like it can be like see we do port forwarding, NAT forwarding, lot of things are going on. Okay, port parent port, what you are talking about maybe in a different terminology उसका कोई मतलब होगा. Last time I told you I am not into Sienna. Okay, whatever devices or whatever terminology आपको relate करनी पड़ेगी, that if you are unable to understand what ports I am discussing, network port or dynamic ports or well-known ports, if you are talking about virtual ports, then you have to understand that Sienna also, and then you have to relate this technology or this terminology with that terminology. And if you are talking about physical ports, that class I'll be taking about cabling, connectors, fiber cable, then maybe it is a different thing. I hope you're understanding. तो आपकी जो टर्मिनोलॉजी जो आप यूज कर रहे हो, राइट, देर आर thousands of company who makes router switches and all, but the theory part of all the networking companies is almost same. Whether this OSI model, if you go and read Cisco, Juniper, HP, Huawei, Aruba, Ciena, everywhere OSI model is like that only. क्लियर? तो आप जो टर्मिनोलॉजी यूज कर रहे हो अभी, कोई भी, अब एग्जांपल आई एम आस्किंग यू व्हाट इज CKBN? हैव यू हर्ड अबाउट दिस टर्म CKBN?
नहीं सर।
नहीं, अब देखो वही कुछ भी आप ऐसे बात, अब जैसे मैंने, इसका मतलब है चल कोई बात नहीं. So what I'm trying to understand, so you randomly put any question to me, and if I don't know, it is, so what I'm trying to say, I'm just trying to explain, this is not parent port, a term is not used in industry. It is just a Ciena term, okay, which is actually made by maybe Ciena team or something, but parent port जैसी कोई चीज नहीं है नेटवर्किंग में. ठीक है, so you can check in Cisco and all whatever you are talking about. Maybe it is you are talking about port forwarding or maybe something different, but it is not a terminology because I have been in the industry 12-15 years. I have never heard this parent port kid thing. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not offended. You are asking me wrong question. It is okay to ask questions. But मैं तुम्हें वही समझा रहा हूँ. अब पूरा दिन भी लगेगा तो भी इसका कंक्लूजन नहीं निकलेगा, बिकॉज यू हैव टू गिव मी सम डॉक्यूमेंट, बिकॉज फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू आर नॉट आस्किंग जनरल क्वेश्चन, यू आर आस्किंग सम सियाना टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन. तो सियाना के डॉक्यूमेंट्स मुझे शेयर करना, वी विल डिस्कस विद ईच अदर. ओके शुभम, प्लीज आस्क नाउ.
What is the SSH and TLS?
SSH is a secure shell, remotely access. Suppose you are sitting in India but you want to access US or maybe Singapore router. Okay, so you will access those routers with the two protocols, telnet and SSH. So telnet and SSH, both protocols are used to access the network devices remotely. Clear? And this SSH is more secure. Okay, and TLS is transport layer security, which is actually used by a lot of protocols for extra security or for encrypted traffic, that nobody can read your traffic. Okay. Okay, Shubham.
Okay, and the second question is the can we configure cost for the any specific user? Like my company, I want to just configure the cost for my CEO or the VP, the
Mm-hmm.
executive level. So can we configure the system base or person email ID account base
Email ID we can't do that, but we can assign to some port.
to
Yes,
the
if
hostname?
your founder, CEO, whosoever is, if he want to, like, if you want to increase the web, like internet speed for him, right? Yes, you can do that. ठीक है, तो आप अगर स्पीड बढ़ाना चाह रहे हो उनकी इंटरनेट की, और सपोज देन यू जस्ट गो टू दैट इंटरफेस, इफ यू ही इज यूजिंग वाईफाई और वायर्ड केबल.
Wi-Fi.
वाईफाई पे मुश्किल है. वाईफाई पे लाइक यू हैव टू यूज, either you have to use a very good Wi-Fi device, then there may be some speed control mechanism should be there in that software. Okay, it is possible if you buy a good TP-Link router or TP-Link Wi-Fi router and all. But if you talk about Cisco, in Cisco from commands we can do that. We can control the speed of that particular user. Clear है? Yeah, Sunil.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes, Sunil Shetty. Wow, Sunil.
Atul ji, can you show me one more time the public IP, how your port, the particular port is on block and block?
So I just randomly used what is IP, what is my IP kind of website. And in
Okay,
the what is my IP, there is a network tools, there is a port scanner.
okay.
Okay, there you can see. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yes, Naveen Kumar.
Yeah, sir. So, sir, yesterday you told that we are using OSI model as a reference model. We are not
Mhm.
currently using that, and we
Mhm.
have moved to TCP/IP model. So, sir, if any drawbacks of OSI model, why we have moved to TCP/IP model, or if there anything else, sir?
See, OSI कभी use ही नहीं हुआ ना. OSI we haven't used this model. Normally TCP/IP is the actual real world model. OSI is a reference model. We haven't used because these are rules, right? For internet we use TCP IP. Okay, so these are the rules. So whether, so it's simple like that. You are using USB port in all the laptops. Now after that we got type C, and maybe in future we have different type of port. The same, these standards are defined by IEEE, Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers. ये सुना होगा. Or it is made by ISO, International Standard of Organization. So there is no such problem in OSI. There is no problem even today. e- Even even today itself, we are using TCP/IP. OSI model we are learning for just understanding the network, but because when we break down the things into many parts, it is easy to understand. Okay, that's the only thing.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
TCP IP का dominant था, और TCP IP is made by these two guys, like Windsurf and Bob Can. Basically दो तीन लोगों की वजह से इंटरनेट रेवोल्यूशन आया. द फर्स्ट इज दीज गाइस. दे आर Windsurf and Bob Can. ओके, इन्होंने TCP IP बनाया था. दे इन्वेंटेड TCP IP. दे आर कॉल्ड फादर्स ऑफ इंटरनेट. पापा ऑफ इंटरनेट ब्रो, पापा. समझ रहे हो? And the birth to all these. And after that, like there is one who made a www. Berners something, right? Tim Berners, yeah. So he made this www. So actually, TCP IP, why it is very, very important? Because earlier, like no protocol, suppose you have window machine and other has Apple laptop, or maybe any, but they cannot talk to each other in earlier days. Suppose right now I'm using a Apple, you send me a LinkedIn message or whatever. Okay, but earlier days, like all these protocols are not compatible with each other. So the TCP IP is a which actually made other protocols compatible. Got it? तो कंपैटिबिलिटी के लिए ये प्रोटोकॉल बनाया गया था कि सारे लोग इसके साथ काम करेंगे. ओएसआई मॉडल इज ऑल्सो मेड इट, बट टीसीपी आईपी का डोमिनेंस इतना हो गया. टीसीपी आईपी हैज अ डोमिनेंस. दैट्स व्हाई ओएसआई मॉडल is just to understand the networking, but in real world we use TCP IP. Clear? Yes, Sachin. Sachin, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
any
sir.
doubt?
Sir, yes, I just wanted to know, like, what is a modem? If layer 3 device is the router and layer 2 device is a switch, so where does the modem stands?
Both protocols you are talking about, sorry, both devices, layer 3 switches, routers, all are important here.
So, are these modems are from the ISPs provided?
Yeah, modem is a different thing. What do you understand by modem? ये modem क्या होता है? Modem is basically because it is a it does modulation. If you watch that network basic video, I have already covered those basic things. Okay, so but still,
Yes.
so what I'm trying to say, suppose when you get a internet connection in earlier days, okay, तो पहले क्या होता था, दैट कंप्यूटर डोंट अंडरस्टैंड नॉर्मल एनालॉग सिग्नल, है ना. सपोज यू गॉट ए कनेक्शन फ्रॉम आईएसपी, बट आईएसपी इज गिविंग यू अ नॉर्मल केबल विच इज लाइक मे बी एनालॉग कनेक्शन. सो modem is basically converting your analog टू डिजिटल सिग्नल्स। समझ रहे हो?
Yes, sir.
जो इंटरनेट आईएसपी दे रहा है, सपोज यू यूज दैट व्हाट वी कॉल लैंडलाइन फोन्स इन प्रीवियस
Uh,
डेज, है ना, जैसे
yes, sir.
बीएसएनएल वायर और मे बी एयरटेल ब्रॉडबैंड. So in earlier days they used in their router you used to see some black wire, right? Even today,
Yes.
in some of the nowadays they have upgraded to fiber, but earlier they used to have some kind of normal telephone wire, right? Like BSNL and all. So this cable is actually sending you analog signal, and modem is you required to convert your analog signal into digital. So modem का काम यही होता है that convert analog into digital. Clear?
Yes, sir. And modem is connected to the routers.
Yeah, modem could be connected to any device. Okay. After modem, you can have a device, or maybe directly from modem, you can connect to your laptop. It is not a mandatory thing. After modem, you will have a router. Sometimes modem and routers are also combined. They are called ADSL something, if you heard about. ADSL modem something. So this is a combination of modem plus both router. Okay,
Okay.
so these are China devices. They are they are they are doing multiple things. They are modem also, means they are converting your analog signal to digital also. Also they are your router also. Clear?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
तो आजकल nowadays if you are using a normal ISP which is not giving you fiber cable, so these devices convert your electrical signals into digital signals because computer understand with signal
Digital.
digital. तो
Digital.
modem का काम सिर्फ ये होता था भाई कि convert your analog signal. You can see ये आपका राउटर आ गया. अर्लियर ऐसा होता था देखो. सो यू आर गेटिंग ए कोएक्सियल, यू आर गेटिंग ए कनेक्शन फ्रॉम केबल, देन मोडम इज एडेड एयर, and modem is converting your analog signal to digital, and this digital signal is going in the router, and then in router you are connecting with your Wi-Fi and all. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Pakka?
Okay, sir. Awesome.
Okay, good. So I'm just adding this link in your notes so you can have a good read on this modem plus router and all. देखो जब क्वेश्चन आता है तो समझाना भी पड़ता है ना. सो सो डे बिकॉज वट एवर वी विल be discussed and I'll be sharing all that links will be shared in the same notes so that okay. So those who have already asked question, please lower your hand. Sachin, Ram, I think anybody has a question. Srinath. So I told everyone please raise hand in the Zoom. There is option of raise hand option. Srinath, yes, tell me what's your doubt.
Sir, today I joined, sir. Previous classes outer line, sir.
So in previous classes we have just covered, like yesterday we covered basic OSI model and today we continued it, and before that we just covered like basic, not that what is router or what is switch, that we discussed only, not in detail, just overview of the devices.
Okay.
Yeah. So please go and check your portal. You will be able
Okay.
to watch these last 2, 3 classes, and it's very basic. Even till next week, people can join in my batch if they want.
Okay.
Okay, because we are going slowly, we are going by step by step. If anybody has a doubt, we have also created WhatsApp group. You can ask questions there. You can ask questions here. And for till next 2, 3 months, I'll be taking CCNA. Then we will do CCNP, then firewall, and it will take 6 to 7 months for CCNA, CCNP firewall.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Srinath.
Thanks.
Arif, any doubt? और मैं तुम्हें बार बार कह रहा हूं, guys, please find that raise hand option. Okay, don't
Sir,
tell or don't complain to support team. Atul sir is not taking my question because you are not raising hand, so I can't able to see who has a question. Yes, Arif, tell me.
sir, I want to know, sir, low latency and high latency, how to find? Can you please explain, sir?
So high latency, low latency.
Sir, how to, sir, find low latency and high latency? I am
Where?
working in telecom field,
Hmm.
so in lots of situation, low latency and high
Okay, so
latency.
means you are saying I'm using ISP connection, but I want to test if I'm getting a good internet speed or not, right?
Yes, sir.
So see, there are in the real world, in like normal users, what they do, एक कहते हैं ना normal users, they are doing like speed test, fast.com, you can check speed here,
Hmm.
right?
Yes, sir.
So, but you are asking between maybe your head office to branch office if you want to test speed, how you will test it. So there is a tool called iPerf. Which tool?
I puff.
iPerf. So this is used in industries. So you have to download in the head office computer also, and you have to download the same tool in the branch office, and then you have to do iPerf testing, and then you will able to check the proper speed. क्लियर? ये
Okay, sir.
देखेंगे फ्यूचर में, देखता हूं मैं इसको इंस्टॉल करके, बट दिस इज हाउ यू विल बी एबल टू सी ऑल योर डाउनलोड एंड अपलोड स्पीड. दिख रहा है?
Okay, okay, sir. But I want to know any equipment I ping, but lots of losses in latency.
हाँ, लेटेंसी में लॉसेस वही मैं बता रहा हूँ ना ब्रो. आई पफ विल एक्चुअली टेल यू व्हाट स्पीड एंड लेटेंसी यू आर गेटिंग ना. Are you getting my point? So it will not just give you speed between two location, whether it is head office, branch to head office, branch to branch. So wherever you feel like you are not getting good speed, it will tell you what exactly the speed is. If there is any latency and all, it can show you.
Okay.
समझ आ रहा है?
Okay, sir. I understand.
Yeah. So try to install. See, in the client side, you have to run the command ipf and enter the server IP. And in the server side, you just enter ipf.s. And then it will start checking the speed and give you the result. Okay. So you can use two window machines, or maybe you can use two Linux machine and try to test this. Okay.
Okay,
Or
sir.
you can download that virtual box, install Linux and Windows and test ipf. Okay. You have to use that. So in WhatsApp group, only group admin can send message, sir. No, no, we have created a group also. I think you have been added to channel. I'll share a group link in the channel so that you guys can join. Okay, I'm sending you right now. I'm sending in your group one link. Please go and find it. Network. ये लो, मैंने ग्रुप का लिंक भेजा, देखो व्हाट्सएप पे. प्लीज ज्वाइन दैट and don't share on Zoom software any WhatsApp link here. Okay, any other doubt, guys? Vinayak, Vinayak, your doubt is taken or you have doubt? आपको अनम्यूट करना होगा अपनी साइड से. यस विनायक.
सर ये टेलनेट क्या होता है? बेसिकली हम लोग इंडस्ट्री में टेलनेट मतलब पोर्ट वेरिफिकेशन के लिए यूज करते हैं.
अभी
आपने
मैंने
बोला
बताया
था.
ना, टेलनेट एंड एसएसएच both are used to remotely access the devices. we
ओके
will we will learn this in future, that how we access the router and switches from any part of the world. Okay.
ओके ओके सर, थैंक यू.
आज के पता है, जब whenever I take a doubt session, actually you are not actually learning properly. Either you understand the OSI model very well, or either you are not studying it, because I have taken almost 10-20 questions till now, but nobody asked me OSI model question. Are you getting my point? These questions what you are asking, you can ask in WhatsApp group. But if you are attending live sessions, after every topic, if I'm taking a doubt session, that should be relevant to that particular topic. Somebody is asking me X, somebody is asking me Y, but nobody is asking me the topic what actually we covered. या तो तुम बहुत एक्सपर्ट हुए हो ऐसे मॉडल में। यस रमेश।
Hello,
यस
Atul.
रमेश, एनी डाउट?
I have a doubt. In the yesterday you have showed right how a PC communicate with the Google.
हाँ 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 हाँ।
So how the PC gets the MAC address of the Google server?
You won't get it, bro. You will get it. Your router means your LAN router, na, who is actually go. Like if I talk about LAN network, you can see screen, right? Hello, Ramesh. Don't unmute till the time your question. So okay, tell me. So when suppose you are in LAN network, you are here using a cable and going to router. So router is helping you to go to google.com. Yes or no?
Yes.
So please go and run this command in your laptop, arp-a, and check your router MAC address is there or not in your system.
Okay.
arp-a is the command to check, because what happens, all your computer, so your computer actually store the MAC address of your LAN network so that he does not have to go, because when we don't have MAC address now, we send a packet and it will broadcast. Are you getting? So when you want to go to google.com or anywhere, so your computer need router MAC address. You can see this is my router MAC address. This one. Can you see that?
Oh yes.
So this is my router MAC address of Airtel, what is given here. Okay. And this MAC address is actually, I'm forwarding to router. Now router already know where to forward the packet to Google or ISP. So it means we will never find, we will not be having a destination MAC. We will only store, computer only knows his LAN network MAC addresses. Are you getting my point?
Okay.
Only in the LAN network we are able to find the MAC address. But if I want to communicate outside my network or maybe to internet, I only take help of my router, because router is the device which actually help me to go to internet. Clear? So we will be covering this ARP, okay, in a separate class, that what is ARP. But right now you understand, to get the MAC address, of your LAN network machine, we use ARP. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So if this is your laptop and if this is my computer, and if you ping my computer, tell me, ping will, like before ping, do you need my MAC address or not?
Sorry.
So if I'm saying I'm on my laptop, okay, or maybe you are on laptop, I'm using a computer, and if you ping my IP address, so the ping packet will directly come, or directly it will not send ping. Before that, I need the other computer MAC address.
So it is directly which is already having the MAC address.
No. If I don't have MAC address, then I will hold ping packet. Before sending a ping packet, I will hold ping packet and I will forward ARP. I will get the MAC address of my neighbor computer. Then once I receive the MAC address, I will store in the ARP table. And once I have MAC address in my ARP table, then I will forward the ping packet. Are you getting my point? ARP means I need MAC address of my LAN network. समझ आया? What is ARP? That to get the MAC address of your LAN network, I need address resolution protocol. This full form is address resolution protocol, where you will send ARP request. Suppose I want to forward to my computer. So we'll be discussing with some practicals, then only you will understand this. But as of now, uh, uh, your answer to the question, if you want to access google.com, if you want to access Facebook, Google, wherever you want to go, so you will use your router MAC address to go outside the network. So whenever you want to go outside, you will use your router MAC address as a destination MAC address. Clear? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question, guys? Kuldeep, what's your doubt, bro? Kuldeep?
हेलो
Yes, Kuldeep.
सर मैं पूछ रहा हूँ कि जब हम इंटरनेट पर सर्फिंग कर रहे हैं कोई नॉलेज लेना चाह रहे हैं तो ट्रांसपोर्ट लेयर का कौन सा प्रोटोकॉल वर्क करता है सर, टीसीपी और यूडीपी?
So when you are normally accessing website, it is TCP, bro.
ओके सर.
Whenever you open any website, where if it has HTTPS or HTTP, it is TCP protocol.
ओके.
And when you are using Zoom meeting, when you are Google, like you are doing Zoom meeting or whatever, so they are UDP based softwares. Okay?
एचटीटीपीएस के साथ टीसीपी होगा?
HTTPS work under TCP, bro.
ओके सर.
Because HTTPS cannot deliver his own data, he need a delivery protocol, and TCP is used to deliver the data. Okay? Any other doubt, guys? Samant, Shantanu.
Hi,
Yes,
sir.
bro.
Hi, sir. Good evening. Am I
Yes,
audible,
yes.
sir?
Yeah, audible.
Yeah. And sir, my question is, are we going to cover the we say layer wise topic like if I'm talking about data link layer, so are you going to cover the MAC table, MAC address resolution like that on
Yeah,
this
MAC
particular
address. See,
topic?
these are basics, bro. Everything will be covered.
Okay.
So MAC address table, IP address, routing table. Obviously, this is part of our syllabus. This is part of our content. Then only you will understand the basic to advanced, na? So I will cover from all basic things to advanced level. Whatever is there in ccna, it will be covered. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So it is all. Yes, Chaitanya. Your doubt, bro.
Yes, it is really like I have one question.
Your voice is not clear.
Now you are audible?
Yeah, audible.
Yeah, actually, I'm working for ISP like Vodafone, right? Here we have links like ILL links. In these, we have an issues like browsing issues or else like application related issues that customer is unable to access their application. Yeah, like we will for ILL links, we are the responsible for to check the particular applications and browsing related issues. Like, if they have any session like to know those things, how can we do the troubleshooting and all? Can you tell me on what basis we need to do troubleshoot?
So you are working for ISP and where client tells you that my application is slow or
Particular
it is you are not able to access the internet and all, right?
Yes, yes.
So see,
Not
whenever
internet,
you when
not
you get
internet,
that type, hello.
not internet. Customer is not able to access particular application, not
Okay,
internet.
okay. Then ask. See, either first thing first.
We
If
will get it. We will get it by customer like ping and trace route logs and all. Like we need to check firstly like whether the customer is using LAN or WAN. On what basis the customer is able to accessing the application. Accordingly, we will go to the communities. We will go to the communities and we will log into that like uh, which route it is going, which route it is going. Yeah,
You're talking
via
about BGP communities?
yeah BGP or BGP. Yeah, just I want to like a troubleshoot like
So
which
that
route.
only see when you are using MPLS, BGP communities, all that, that is all your like your network path. Okay, you are only tracing your path. But if your
Yeah.
customer is saying my application is not working, then you have to
Hmm.
check with the ISP firewall team if, because ISP is also using security. Is there any port is blocked where customer is not able to access the internet, or maybe customer also itself uses firewalls. So that is the separate thing. As a, if you are my client, I will be only responsible. If I am ISP, I will be only responsible for my connectivity. If I am able to ping from here to there, it means from my side there is no problem. If you want, you
Like
can test.
we
Huh?
will take we will take from customer particular destination IP,
Mm-hmm.
right? We will
Mm-hmm.
ping the destination IP by using their WAN.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we will check and we will do the trace also for that, whether
Mm-hmm.
that particular destination IP is reaching or not.
Your
If
voice
we
is too slow. It's not loud and crisp.
if we check like whether the trace is completing or not. If trace is not completing, then we will check whether there any issue like forward and reverse path. We will check it the forward and reverse path. Like I'm lacking there like how we like
So
troubleshoot those
that troubleshooting you're saying, na, that you will only understand when you actually understand BGP MPLS very well.
MPLS it will not come right regarding particular applications and all that. We
Yeah, yeah.
will
Whether it is a normal, nor even if you don't have MPLS, if it is a normal BGP, so whatever commands, routes, that is like you are learning here, right? In the whole content, you are going to learn a lot of things. Whether it is ARP, even with the ARP itself, we understand. Okay, tell me if let me check if two routers are connected together. Okay, on a same network, if two routers are connected together, okay, understand this. And you got access to this router, one of the router, but like take an example, this is one head office router, one is your branch router. Okay, now tell me, both are connected, cable is okay, showing you green lights, everything is protocol is up and all, but still you are not able to ping. How you will check?
so we need to
Because
check
you are a
the
working professional, you have been working since many months, years. Okay,
yeah.
so I'm just asking very simple. If two routers are not able to ping each other, so what could be the issue? There could be maybe 10
There
of
could
10
be
reasons, right?
there could be maybe like
I'm
oh
saying there could be
it,
10 issues, right?
yeah yeah
Maybe cable is faulty, maybe
yeah.
protocol is not up, maybe you have
Duplicated
yeah,
maybe
maybe in if you have a switch, maybe that ISP switch or maybe
yeah.
something VLAN has a issue. It could
Hmm.
be any problem,
Hmm.
right? This is how we are going to troubleshoot. We are going to troubleshoot when we know the concepts. So when we start learning all that CCNA, CCNP, all, we are going to have a lot of protocols, lot of tools, and automatically when you apply that knowledge in the real world, you will automatically see improvement in your knowledge, and you will be able to resolve the issues very quickly.
Yeah,
Are you
whether
getting
it
my
could
point?
be like yeah, yeah. Whether it could be like a domestic IP or else it could be an international IP. They are unable to access some particular applications. We need to troubleshoot that. Like we will have like many type of scenarios that we will change the communities also, then paths and all.
Yeah, there are a lot
Like
of things
that
in the
we need to
network. There are a
yeah.
lot of things in the network, and rest, if you have any doubt, you try to create a document, try to take a screenshot. Don't reveal company information, but
Hmm.
try to capture a few information and
Hmm.
send me, or maybe we can discuss screen share and show me what you are asking directly,
Hmm.
or you can
Hmm.
ask me in WhatsApp group and all. Okay,
Yeah.
rest. As of now, I can assure you, you will learn a lot. Okay, just you need to deep dive into multiple things, because when you
Hmm.
troubleshoot, there is no one way. There are 100 ways to troubleshoot, and you will, the people who troubleshoot problems very easily, or the network engineers who are expert in troubleshooting, they are the ones who know the concept from in depth. सो ट्रबल शूटिंग वही कर पाएगा जिसको नेटवर्किंग बहुत अच्छे से डिटेल में आती होगी. Okay, because it is not about commands that you learn 5 commands and you will be able to troubleshoot easily. No. If you know the commands, but if you don't know the basics, you still not able to troubleshoot. Okay. Santosh Singh Rana.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Sir, network layer do fragmentation, right? Can you
Network layer
explain
does
little?
IP fragmentation.
Yes. Can you
Hmm.
explain little bit fragmentation?
See, fragmentation is like dividing the packet into multiple parts. Kind of. है ना? मतलब एक पैकेट का साइज बड़ा है अगर if a packet size is
Like
bigger,
segmentation.
हाँ
Like segmentation.
segmentation, yes. IP packet is basically fragment offset होता है that when a big
Oh,
packet is coming to me, how I am going to troubleshoot that, or how my big packet is. You can see this screenshot. ये देखो. Suppose you can see we have four, like 4K 4000 3980, almost 4000 bytes of data, 4000 bytes of data. But actually, normally maximum transmission unit, or what is called the maximum size your network support, is 1500 bytes. So आपको भेजना है 4000. Okay, you want to send a 4000 byte data, but maximum one packet can be maximum 1500. So tell me how many packets will be created. One 1500, second 1500, and the remaining will be in the third packet. Yes?
yes.
Yes. So when
Yes.
so when the first packet is going, the fragment flag is 1. It means there is another packet coming in. The second packet also say fragment flag 1, and remaining is 185 whatever, right? So after that you can see the 1040 data is delivered and there is no fragment, means there is no further packet. Clear?
Okay, got it.
Okay, dividing the data into smaller parts is called segmentation. And when the IP packet is fragmented, because you can't send a big data, so that is fragmented. It is like segmentation only. It is just at the network layer, and transport layer segmentation at layer 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I think it's 12 now. We should stop. Yeah, I'm taking the last doubt for today, or second last stages इसके बाद कल. Yes.
Yeah, hi sir.
Yes.
Sir, one of the participants is asking in TCP/IP model on what layer SSL works. So
Hmm.
as per my understanding, it works on transport layer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
but
is not
somebody
asking SSL. He is asking, I think, SSH at that time.
no TLS and SSL he is asking.
Okay, okay. मैंने SSH सुन लिया था. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
it's mentioned in the chat already.
अच्छा अच्छा. SSL
Yeah,
is a secure socket layer. It is
yeah.
basically
So
used for HTTPS to make connection secure.
yeah,
I
so
thought he
somebody
is
in the
asking
chat is
SSH, which is like telnet.
Mhm. So somebody is saying that it is showing application layer on the Google.
Which one? Which one?
In the chat you can check, sir.
See, all these HTTP, HTTPS, all these are application layer protocols. Even this SSL, or whatever you are asking, TLS, SSL, all these. SSL works on also, like according to Google, it will show you application layer only. But actually, who delivers the data? Because SSL and TLS is only encryption protocols.
Mhm.
Okay, but delivery कौन कर रहा है? TCP.
Yes.
ओके, समझ रहे हो? SSL and
Yeah.
TELS जो भी है, transport layer security, both are security protocols to encrypt
Mhm.
the data. But who is actually sending that data? Delivery agents are TCP and UDP only.
Yeah. So it will start from transport layer only.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
First. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Tejas. Tejas, you have any doubt? I think your mic is not working. Check properly. Gajendra, you have any doubt?
Yeah, hi sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, actually, I have some doubt.
Hmm.
If I download the multiple server of the data, तो डेटा कहीं ना कहीं सर वो फिजिकल वे में आ रही है हमारे पास 01 बाइट के रूप में एक केबल के
Yeah.
थ्रू आती है,
Hmm.
राइट? सो वो केबल के थ्रू आती है, तो अगर हम मल्टीपल साइट से कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं, मल्टीपल सर्वर से कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं, तो उसको कैसे मैनेज होता है, वो कौन मैनेज करता है? क्योंकि डेटा एक दूसरे के ऊपर तो वो आ नहीं सकती केबल के ऊपर, 1 बाय 1 ही आती है वो। तो क्या
Hmm.
इसको सेशन लेयर मेंटेन करता है? मैंने कहीं पढ़ा था इसको, तो क्या ये सही
सेशन
है?
लेयर ही तो करता है, वही मैं बता रहा हूँ। एवरी टैब, एवरी विंडो, एवरी सॉफ्टवेयर, ऑल द सर्विसेज, वॉट एवर इज मल्टीटास्किंग विद योर मशीन एंड द इंटरनेट, ऑल इज डन विद द सेशन लेयर।
सर ये कैसे मैनेज होता है?
यार बैकएंड पर सॉकेट्स होते हैं, पोर्ट्स होते हैं, लॉट ऑफ सॉकेट प्रोग्रामिंग होती है। अगर आप अब सॉकेट प्रोग्रामिंग की बुक्स पढ़ सकते हो, बैकएंड पे क्या होता है उसके लिए तो। हेलो। अब काश मुझे सॉकेट प्रोग्रामिंग आती, मैं तुम्हें समझाता वो चीजें। ठीक है, बट मैं तुम्हें दिखा सकता हूँ कि बैकएंड पे एक आइडिया देने के लिए, टू जस्ट गिव एन आइडिया व्हाट हैपन्स एट द बैकएंड। ये देखो, जितना भी है ना, सॉकेट प्रोग्रामिंग होती है बेसिकली एक। ठीक है, दैट यू बाइंड, लिसन, एक्सेप्ट, कनेक्शन एस्टैब्लिशमेंट इन ऑल द सॉफ्टवेयर, इवन इन विंडोज, एवरीवेयर। आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? सो दिस इज लाइक व्हाट
यस।
इज that how different programs, how different network applications talk to each other. Even that is available in the C language, जिसमें भी एप्लीकेशन बनती है, ओके, जिसमें भी ये आती हैं। सो देर आर प्लेंटी ऑफ बुक्स अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट, लाइनक्स सॉकेट, टीसीपी आईपी सॉकेट्स, ओके, यूनिक्स नेटवर्क प्रोग्रामिंग, दिस इज ऑल कम्स अंडर नेटवर्क प्रोग्रामिंग। हमें उसमें नहीं जाना है, वो एक डिफरेंट वर्ल्ड है। समझ रहे हो?
ओके
कैन यू सी दैट यूनिक्स नेटवर्क प्रोग्रामिंग?
सर जी।
तो ये इनकी भी जॉब्स होती है मार्केट में। इफ आई जस्ट वांट टू शेयर दैट पीपल विद नेटवर्क प्रोग्रामिंग नॉलेज आल्सो, द गाइज हु आर वर्किंग विद सिस्को, जुनिपर, दे ऑल आर नॉट नेटवर्क इंजीनियर्स, some are developers, and these developers are actually software developers who are actually coding for network world or for the cloud world. Are you getting my point? ये
यस।
दिख रहा है ना, सीनियर सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर बैक एंड ट्रांसपोर्ट, दिख रहा है?
या
Got it? So even in software engineer, senior staff in Juniper, you can see they are asking you to have Linux network programming. Can you see that job description? So not just in the when you are learning ccna ccnp does not mean you will only able to apply network engineering roles. If you are good at programming, you can apply for software engineers in Juniper, Cisco, big companies, that you know Python, C++, Java and all, and even you know Linux networking and all. दिख रहा है? देखो, सीसी ये सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग की जॉब है, एंड दे आर आस्किंग यू टू हैव नॉलेज ऑन राउटिंग प्रोटोकॉल्स, like what we are going to learn in CCNA, knowledge of IPv6, layer 2, layer 3, layer EVPN. दिख रहे? 13 to 15 year experience. I think this job should be of around 60 to 80 lakhs package. ये 60 से 80 लाख के पैकेज की जॉब है। ठीक है ना, समझ गए?
यस।
साई, समीरन, एनी डाउट?
हेलो।
हाँ जी।
हाँ सर, बोल रहा हूँ कि मान लीजिए दो डिवाइस 1 ms में पिंग हो रहा है, लेकिन उनका दूरी बढ़ाने से पिंग का कोई इफेक्ट पड़ता है? मान लीजिए 1000 किलोमीटर ऑफ डिस्टेंस
हाँ,
अगर होगा
100
तो।
मतलब केबल पे डिपेंड करता है। इफ इट इज अ फाइबर केबल, इफ इट इज अ इथरनेट केबल, यस, डिस्टेंस मैटर। इफ इट इज अ नॉर्मल इथरनेट केबल, इफ इट इज मोर देन 100 मीटर, यू विल लूज सिग्नल्स। तो यस, केबल से फर्क पड़ता है ब्रो। ठीक है। So let me close the session for today. And if any doubt is remaining, you have the WhatsApp group I have already shared. So as of now, I'm closing the session. Thank you all for joining. एंड 12 बजे तक तुम बैठ रहे हो काफी लोग, कुछ लोग जा चुके हैं जिनको जल्दी उठना है। ओके सो बस मुझे ना एक बैच लेने में ना यही चीज अच्छी नहीं लगती कि यार टीचर बैठा और बच्चे जा रहे हैं क्लास से, फिर आते क्यों हो लाइव बैच में? अगर तुम मतलब मैं होता, अगर मेरा टीचर जब तक होता मैं तब तक होता, चाहे वो 12 बजे तक बैठता। ठीक है, सबका अपना अपना ओपिनियन है, इट इज जस्ट माई ओपिनियन। व्हेन आई एम हियर इन द क्लास, स्टूडेंट शुड बी इन द क्लास, right? Else if they don't respect trainers, then how, what they will learn? That's the only point. Okay, good night, bye bye.